I have chosen to do this podcast on financial maths, which will be taught at Junior Cert higher level. Financial maths, or applied arithmetic, is a core part of the syllabus at both ordinary level and higher level. It comes under strand 3, the number strand, and in the syllabus it is topic 3.3. Financial maths is covered at the Common Introductory course in first year, and it is also covered at both ordinary level and higher level. This main lesson will be based around income tax and net pay, in particular relation to a payslip. The topics which will be discussed are PAYE, pay as you earn, PRSI, pay related social insurance, tax credits, and the higher rate of tax. As this topic plays a core part of the syllabus at junior cycle ordinary level, students will have gained a lot of knowledge in relation to the topic of financial maths, or applied arithmetic. During the Common Introductory course, which all students complete in first year, students will have been taught how to calculate percentages and also how to use the equivalents of fractions, decimals, and percentages to compare proportions. As part of the syllabus at ordinary level, students are exposed to many aspects of financial maths, which includes income tax at the standard rate only, net pay, including other deductions of specific amounts, VAT, value-added tax, and profit or loss. This forms the basis of the majority of work which will be carried out by higher level students, except to a higher degree. At ordinary level, students are expected to be able to calculate income tax, but only at the standard rate. At higher level, this varies, as students are expected to be able to calculate income tax across all rates, and also to be able to calculate net pay to include other deductions. At ordinary level, students are also expected to be able to calculate percentage profit or loss on the cost price, discount, percentage discount, selling price, and compound interest for not more than 3 years. The aims and objectives of this class is to build on students' prior knowledge, which they would have gained from studying the Common Introductory course and also financial maths at ordinary level. One of the main aspects of this section of the course is the amount of language that is involved, and many students may find this difficult. I plan to recap on the main terms from financial maths that students already know, and build their knowledge by introducing them to the new key terms. This is one of the first aspects of the course which is being taught to students at higher level in relation to financial maths, and it will form the basis of what students are going to be taught next. It will move students forward in their understanding and will also teach them life skills, being able to understand their payslip, the deductions, and also the difference between their basic salary or wage and their net pay. In order to aid students with remembering the key terms they came across previously, I would begin this new topic by grouping students in threes and performing an information hunt. Students are given a term, for example, gross tax. When they can explain what this means, they are given a clue to where their next word is located. This will continue until one team uncovers the treasure by solving all of the clues. This will allow students to recap on all the key terms that they have already met. These are examples of some of the key terms that students should already know. They include tax credit, interest payable, standard rate of tax, non-statutory deductions, gross tax, and also net or take-home pay. As part of the syllabus at a higher level, there are more key terms involved, which include pay-related social insurance, PRSI, universal social charge, USC, compound interest, and also markup. In order to keep all of these terms fresh in students' minds and familiar to them, I would plan to build a word wall. A word wall would be where all these new terms are placed, along with an explanation. Every time we meet a new word or term, students would take it in turn to add it to the word wall. This should keep the words familiar to students and they are readily available if a student is struggling with any particular topic. This is also an example of where literacy can be incorporated into the maths classroom. As we know, literacy and numeracy are now part of the key skills at junior cycle. Numeracy is easily incorporated into the maths classroom, but literacy can be more difficult. By incorporating a word wall in the classroom, it can encourage students to work on their literacy and improve it. Students will again work in groups of 3, and each group will be given a different occupation, which will be accompanied by a payslip. Students will examine the payslips, and then I will ask students to switch positions so they can examine a different payslip. I will follow this up with a class debate and discussion in relation to gross pay, net pay, and deductions. As a question for students to complete, they will be given the following. Mary earns €650 per week. She is in class A1 for PRSI, which has the following rates. Students are asked to calculate her PRSI payment this week, her employer's PRSI payment this week, and also the total amount of PRSI that will be paid this week. The topic of financial maths or applied arithmetic have many cross-curricular links. They include home economics at both junior cycle and senior cycle. A main part of the curriculum for home economics is understanding consumer studies and also the household budget. Students being able to understand the amount of money coming into a house on a weekly or monthly basis allows them to plan and keep in control of the finances. Business studies, also at both junior cycle and senior cycle, is also a main subject where these topics arise. In the area of business studies, students need to be able to understand living expenses, which include income, expenditure, budgeting, and not forgetting consumer education. It also lends to students becoming economically aware and understanding their payslips from work. Accounting, being able to calculate these deductions and taxes, will aid students in being able to complete the 3 main bookkeeping documents at junior cycle, which include the profit and loss account, the trading account, and also the balance sheet. This will also aid students at Leaving Certificate Accounting by being able to perform these many calculations. One of the main objectives of accounting at Leaving Certificate is prepare, understand, interpret, and analyze financial statements with confidence. It will also aid students in being able to complete accounting records and understand financial statements of companies. Thank you all for your attention.